Hi and welcome to episode 25 of the Arya Bark Podcast. My name's Caroline.
And I am Andrew.
And we're coming to you today from our home in Fife in Scotland. If you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. It's great to have you here.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. You can find detailed show notes on the Arya Bark website, which is aryabark.co.uk. You can find me on Ravelry as either Arya Bark or Sultra.
I am Plumberboy21.
We have a Ravelry group, which is Arya Bark Designs. We have a private group on the website for anyone who's unable to use Ravelry but would like to join in the make-alongs. And you can find that under the community tab, then groups. We have an Instagram page, which is Arya Bark Designs. We have a Facebook page, which is Arya Bark Designs. And we have a Ko-fi page, which is Arya Bark Designs.
We are currently running 2 make-alongs. The first make-along is the hashtag New Things Make-along 2021. You must be either a member of the Ravelry group or the private group on the website for your entry to count. Physical prizes will be drawn quarterly. The next draw is on the 27th of June. Physical prizes for the FO thread. The winner will be drawn by random number generator. Mr. Bark and myself will choose an entry each month from the charter thread, and the winner will receive a pattern of their choice up to the value of £10. Whips are allowed and multiple dipping is encouraged. Enter as many projects as you like if you can show how it's new to you. Examples include, but are not limited to, new yarn brand or colourway, stitch pattern or designer, new technique or construction. The second make along is the hashtag ABD StashSmash 2021. Again, you must be either a member of the Ravelry or the private group on the website for your entry to count. And again, physical prizes will be drawn quarterly, and again the next draw is on the 27th of June. Physical prizes for the FO thread, again drawn by random number generator. There's a pattern.
Will be drawn by random number generator.
Yeah, there's a pattern. Mr. Bark and myself will choose a entry each month from the charter thread, and the winner will receive a pattern of their choice up to the value of £10. Whips are allowed and multiple dipping is encouraged. If it can be measured in metres, then it can be entered. So knitting, crochet, Tunisian crochet, weaving, spinning and cross stitch if you can measure it in metres. Goes at your own discretion. You can increase or decrease whenever you like, and each person entering will have one FO thread that all posts will be logged in.
Make sure when you're entering into the FO thread that you also stick it in the charter thread. That way double your chances of winning a prize.
Everybody loves a prize.
Everybody loves a prize. This week we have a lot of coming in. Spendy McSpendy Pants has returned.
She missed the no bypass. She got off it and missed it.
It left without me.
Yes.
I look like I've got a black mark on my lip. What's that all about? We have Nearly Going Out. We have StashSmash whips, UFOs, and maybe some lined up. Don't look at me with a judgy eye.
I'm not looking at you with judgy eyes.
In this week's podcast, there will be weaving. Can you tell I forgot to change that bit? There will be knitting, lots and lots of knitting. Weaving. That's it. I think that's it. Possibly that's it.
I've just been knitting.
Timestamps for each section can be found in the description box below. I would like to say a massive thank you to Jane at Mouse Knits and Crafts for this quarter's prizes. Jane very kindly donated all of them. So we're going to run through what's up for grabs this month. Now, we showed you this before. Do not let any of this touch you.
Why?
Because Arya's molten quite badly. The first one is this lovely project bag. It's a drawstring bag. It's got a box bottom. It's massive. Oh, love it. So that's going to be prize number 1. And with that will be, that's gorgeous.
I do like that.
See, come to Perth. You can buy it. Because they are there. This
I can
is
just buy it over the internet like a normal person.
Mothie and the Squid. It is peacock flower. It's a 75% superwash. It's not superwash, it's 75% merino, 25% nylon. And it is superwash. You get 420 metres and 100 grams. So that's going to be prize number 1. Prize number 2. This is massive. It is. Take that away, you might be able to get it on. This bag. Now, this isn't a boxed bottom bag, but it's still massive. And it's got the lovely flower print inside. I'm not getting a job on QVC anytime soon.
No. Is it GML? JML.
Are folk that make that bath mat that Ryan bought. The next prize to go with the project bag is Woolly Goodness yarn. What are you laughing at?
The wee sheep.
It doesn't take much to entertain Andrew. This is Silver Sparkle 4-ply. It is purple speckle. It's a 70% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 5% stellina, and you get 210 metres and a 50 gram skein. With that will be this one, and that's, I can't pronounce that, the brains. Stickock Spin.
Aye. Or Ott.
This is merino socks. It's 50 grams, which is 210 metres. You get 75% merino and 20% nylon. It's so pretty. So that is going to be a prize. They go quite well.
It's like you planned it, Mum.
It's like I planned it. I've come up with a devious plan because I am now back on the no buy bus. There will be there'll be a slight toilet break at some point, but I'll talk about that later. You've got that face on, just didn't you?
What face?
That you're at it again face.
Just
stop buying. It's taken hours. You know the yarn has took over when you start finding it in the kitchen and in the bathroom.
When was yarn in the bathroom?
Never. That's my point. So what I'm going to do, since I'm on the no buy bus, I've got to buy prizes and stuff. So I'll just buy stuff for prizes. And that's what I've done. Kind of. The next purchase is these gorgeous skeins from Alex at My Yarny Corner.
They're nice.
Now, I did have to choose, and it was very, very difficult. So I've chosen this one. I'm keeping this, and that is Vintage Tea Party. It's a 75% superwash wool, 25% nylon. You get 400 metres and 100 grams. Stunning. So that's mine. I'm keeping that. And these two will be prizes at some point. This one is dragon fruit.
That'd be before or after you've knitted with them?
Before. Unless she does more, and then I'll maybe buy some more and just get them. Stop shaking your head at me. Again, this is a 75%. That would help if it was the right way round, Andrew. This one's dragon
I'm displaying it, so don't try to put it on me.
Superwash merino, 100 grams, and you get 400 metres. It's a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. This one's the exact same. This one's the same. It is called Purple Rain. Again, it's a superwash merino, 100 grams, 400 metres, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. They are gorgeous.
They're never going to see a prize.
They are.
They're
in my prize bag. That one isn't, because I'm keeping that.
Doesn't matter. I'm saying that they'll never reach anybody else.
They will. Look, in the bag. They're in the bag. So.
But what's this? That was easy.
I'm not stealing prizes. They're in my prize bag. They stay there. I don't think Alex has any more yarn in her Etsy shop at the moment, but I will leave a link. Have a look. The three that I've obviously, I only went on to buy two, and
was it all lonely?
It started crying. It cried, and it was like begging, please don't leave me on my own. Please don't leave me on my own. I have no friends. It's like, oh, come on then, you can just come here with me. Just saying. The next purchase is from
Romeo.
Universe.
Because you hold it up and that was tiny, you're like, ah! So was Royal Mail.
I may have got. I'm telling you, he's going to need to get an injunction out of me. Because I'm like a shop stalker.
He's soon going to run out of pins that you don't have.
Now, as was agreed, these three, which is the barometer, the spring lamb, and the chocolate bar, they are Andrew's. Now, there is a condition to these pins. What are the conditions, Andrew?
I have to finish the Raffas hat.
Andrew has to finish the Raffas hat. We have agreed, he has been working on it.
I've actually only really been working on that.
And when he gets, once he shows his progress, he may or may not get the spring lamb. Love it. So, I'm not even going to put them there beside you because you'll whip them and I'll not notice. So the other pins I got, well, first of all, Craig sent me a unicorn. That one's a sticker. So that'll go with the rest of my stickers.
Why don't you just put them on your laptop?
Because nobody sees my laptop's permanently up.
Put it on your
They don't stick. All the stickers I had on them fell off. So.
Use Gorilla Glue. I've still got that sticker on the back of my phone case. It's went all faded, but I still can't get it off.
The cucumber.
Isn't it you?
Now, I don't know why that's considered a second. Because it looks perfect. I think it could possibly be because it's a wee bitty dull. But to be honest, it's no.
What's a second?
A second is where he's deemed them no up to standards, so you get it set as a second, which means you get it cheaper than like a normal pin.
But that is generally the colour of a cucumber.
I don't know why I thought it was a second, because I would have genuinely paid full price for that, because it's gorgeous. Sweet cucumber. Cucumber. The next one is the Black Sheep Gang pin. That's good. A towel.
You got all this. You got a bit too much space in your towel, Mum.
Then I've got the UK. The wee cute faces. And the wee bags under their eyes. Look, they've got bags under their eyes. Next one is the Your Fab. I love that.
It's just because you love fabs.
Yeah, I do like a fab ice lolly. And this one, I'm sorry, this one is hilarious. It's the Be Brave. Now I don't think you're going to be able to see, but on the shield it's got mint sauce. That just made me chuckle.
How mint sauce?
Because with lamb you have mint sauce. So he's got a tin of mint sauce.
Oh no, I've got one of these and I've never even seen it.
Did you not notice that?
No.
You're so dense.
I don't even know what bag it might be. Brave
So
one.
that's the Be Brave. They will be going on my tea towel that's hanging on the back of the door. I can't believe you didn't notice that. Now, is that all my purchases? Settle in, folks. I hope you've got a cup of tea, because this is going to take forever. As I said last week, yesterday Jane and I met up at Garrion Bridge. It was ace. Stick a picture in of lunch. It was awesome. Tiny cakes and sandwiches.
I wasn't there.
You weren't there. You were offered. I did offer.
Yes.
To ask you. I did ask you if you wanted to come, and you said
No.
no.
But I decided to stay here with Arya.
You decided to stay there with Arya and feed my birds. I'll stick another picture in of all these together.
I like how you had no pictures of the mobile.
Well, I couldn't, because Jane forgot her phone. I left mine in the car. The only person who could take pictures was Ryan. Ryan of the wool shop only let 3 folk in at a time. Obviously there was 4 of us. So Ryan and Bobby went for a walk, and it wasn't until they went for a walk that was when I was stalling waiting to get in. I was like, Ryan's went away with the phone.
You need to stop leaving your phone in the car.
It wasn't just my phone, I left my bag in the car. Everything was left in the car.
Why?
Because I was having a moment. I was a bit excited in my...
Were you excited to see your friend?
I was excited to see my friend, it was so good. The shop... If it wasn't for the woman with the bad attitude, it would have been great. But her attitude left a lot to be desired. Did they stop me buying wool though? I have purchased 6 Stylecraft Highland Heathers. This is 100% premium acrylic. You get 297 metres and 100 grams. I've got 700 grams, so that's 2,079 metres to make a jumper. This is shade 3751, which is lock. Do I know what I'm going to do with it?
No, I don't. Is it sparkly?
No.
I get it sparkly. There's a bit of sparkle on it. Oh no, that's just a wee fibre.
It's just shiny. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I will eventually find something. What are you laughing at?
I like that. You're waiting for it, and you're like, I don't know what to do with it. Is that not what happened with the rest of your stash?
No, the majority of my stash was bought for a reason. So I will use it. It's not like I'm not going to use it. Next, I had a moment.
No, you tell me about this.
I had a stupid moment. Now, I had said that when I was there, obviously when you were going wool shopping, so what I wanted to get was wool for the Pebbles cardigan. I'll stick a wee picture in here. It's by AK Laurie Designs. It is a Tunisian cardigan. It is a 4-ply. Remember this, people. It's a 4-ply cardigan. You start laughing, I'm going to club you.
Not laughing.
I purchased double knitting.
Because you're not just dating double knitting.
No, because then I'll have to muck about with maths and stuff. These were the two colours that I picked. This one is 1708 and it's petrol. I purchased 8 of these, so I've got 800 grams, which is 2,576 metres. And this one, which was supposed to be for my contrasting colour for the band and the neck and the bottom and the sleeves, and it's going to look awesome. Bit of sneaky. And it's shade 1722 and it's storm blue. I have 3 of these, which is 300 metres, and no, it's not, it's 300 grams, and it's 966 metres. They're both 100% acrylic. You get 295 metres and 100 grams. The other project that I had plans for is Aran for a woven blanket. So I have them here. This is Signet Yarns in the Grousemore, whatever, Aran. It is 400 grams. It is shade 217 in black. It is a 75% acrylic, 25% wool. So I got that. And the other one that I got was Stylecraft Special Aran with wool. It's a 77% premium acrylic, 20% wool, 3% viscose. You get 400 grams and it's 816 metres. Where'd it go? There, it's there. And that's in shade, I'm upside down. That's in shade, was that other one upside down? No, wasn't it? Was it? 2494, which is Grey Jazz Nep.
Have you not had a wood like that before?
Yes, I've had James C. Brett.
Because I mind like the yellow and blue dotty bits.
James C. Brett, what was it called? Something man, it could just be a rustic James Seabury Rustic, which is an Aran, and it had nappy bits in. Because I'm not knitting with it, I will not have the urge to pull the naps out. So that's what I've done with the other one. Your naps. See bits like that, like this bit here. See, like it sticks up really bad. I just go pluck.
I thought, why don't they just like splash bits of dye on them?
Because that's not what it is. It's got naps.
So they spin wee bits of coloured yarn.
Wee bits of coloured yarn on it.
But wouldn't that float? Like if you were to lint roller it, wouldn't that like pull out?
No, because when you knit it, you're twisting it even more. So probably not. I don't know. I've never lint rolled something that's got naps in it.
I'm pretty sure if I was knitting it, they'd all be out by the end of it. It'd just be a grey jumper.
So the plan, I'll speak about these later on and lined up, because that is lined up. So that's everything that I have coming in. I'm jumping back on the no buy bus, with the exception of little slopes here and there, to either get the wool for Laurie's cardigan. It's not Laurie's cardigan, it's my cardigan that Laurie designed. And prizes. That's the only stops until September, when I go to Perth. Are you coming?
We'll see.
I think you should come.
But then that means like saving money and
Get to ride. You don't have to take that much money with you.
we'll see.
I think you should go.
I say we'll see.
We're going because I'm going to buy you a ticket.
It would depend if there's tons of folk to Caribbean, something that's all packed and
It's no packed. There's going to be folk there, but even when, despite the fact that it was like pretty packed, there's the hall is massive. Plus you can come in and go as you please. So
stop trying to eat cardboard, Darwin.
And plus you can always go upstairs away from like everything if you're wanting to no people. This isn't actually going out, it's nearly going out because we've only done half of it.
Technically it is going out because that bit can go out. You could just hear it as like a wee cat blanket or something.
The cats can go and take a bolt. It is the baby woven blanket, which I'm currently weaving.
So are you doing another one, just adding to it?
Yeah, I'll do another one exactly the same.
And you'll just add it to there?
And then I'll just
add.
sew it on.
And then are you doing another one?
No, I'm only doing 2.
But that's not got to be big enough. It's got to be more like a throw than a blanket.
No, it's not.
It is.
Andrew, bear in mind it goes that way.
Aye. My feet's still on the cupboard.
It's not for you though, it's for me.
Well then again, aye, that's you could get wrapped up in like a mummy.
You try to sense in you, I'm short.
Yes. Severely short.
You're very heightest.
No.
This is using, I don't have ball bands, I took them off, I put them somewhere safe and I can't remember where I put them.
So they're very, very safe.
They're very safe. So these are using the Aldi baby yarn, which is a chunky. This one is Dove, it's just a grey. This one is Fanfare. That's how that. How is shown that on the back?
I don't know.
It is the back because I've all mine. Well, it doesn't matter because I've got an end there, got an end there. So apparently it didn't matter what end I was coming for. This is the fanfare. That's how that. Stop pulling it.
I'm pulling it. I thought you wanted to like stretch it and let folks see.
No, I want to stretch it in the opposite direction for you're pulling it. So that's how that works up. And this one, which is Harbour.
They did sound effects for all of them.
And that's how that works up. It's squishy. It's no the heaviest. Somebody walk in your grave. Probably me dancing on it. It is 100% polyester. You get 95 metres and 100 grams. I have absolutely no idea how much I've used so far, but let's put it this way.
There's still a full bag.
I have warped the other half. I still have that. That's just no stay there, is it? That's not staying there either.
The 3 balls of each.
I have 3 balls of each. That's going to be more than enough to finish the blanket because I'm pretty sure should be enough. I'm not going to panic.
How many did you use for the other one?
Oh.
So you could potentially.
Well, I started off with 8 of them. Or was it 4? No, it must have been 8. 2, 3, 4. Chances are I'm going to land up with 1 ball each of them left.
You can knit yourself some star stitch cushions.
No, I can't.
Oh, you can.
I don't want to.
Well, I'll take them and I'll knit with them then.
Whatever's left you can have. But it's going to be like 3 different colours. And then you're still going to be left with a ball because the star stitch cushion only takes 2.
Well, I think I've got a spare ball there anyway.
Well.
Maybe, I don't know.
So that is... that. Is there anything else?
No.
I am using Ashley, my 32-inch rigid heddle loom, and a 2.5 dents per inch heddle. So that is the going out. This year I plan, well, I hope to craft 26,000 metres from a stash. So far I have completed 10,752.6 metres. How many you done?
I don't know.
I've just taken your toes out because it was taking up too much room. I've not used any, well I have, but I've no. I have used some, but I've no measured it. I'll no measure it until I finish the other half of the blanket. Incoming so far this year, bearing in mind this is from January to May, I have brought in 19,721 metres. My little spendy shopping trip yesterday has added 7,497 metres to my stash, which brings my total to 27,218 metres. What are you clicking? Give me my snippy scissors before you break them. So I have 15,218 247.36 metres to go to my target. Am I really that bothered?
I'm a bothered.
Am I bothered?
But I'm a bothered.
No, I'm not. I don't care. I will use it in some. Obviously, I've got plans for the Aran, which will take up some of the DK that I have in my stash. So, what ifs?
Oh, you can use the balls that you bought.
What?
You said that you used some of the DK. Use some of them balls you bought.
I can't because it's not going to go.
Oh, shame.
But I will be able to use up some of the other DK that's in my stash that I've got. So that's even better. Because that was bought last year, 2 years ago. So I'm not going to run through my totals because they're still the same as last week. Slight epic disaster in the buy-in, but I can't know what's going to happen, so.
As long as you're happy with it.
I am very happy with it. Very, very happy. I just have to find something to knit with it.
And the thing is, if we were to ever be in a power outage, we've got a lot of wool there to burn. Oh wait, wool doesn't burn, does it?
Acrylic does.
That's fine.
Shut your face. How very dare you?
Well, I was going to say you could knit us stuff, but you're not going to be able to knit that in like a couple of hours. You're not going to be able to bang out a jumper in a couple of hours.
Could if I made it an exceptionally chunky one. So, we'll cut that bit out.
Oh, that was funny.
What?
What?
Bear in mind, I have to check it before it goes up, and I can guarantee you.
All my jokes. Nah, my best jokes.
No, it's only that last part where I had the sudden realisation I didn't know what I was talking about. That can come out.
My first whip and my bag for Jane. My wee elephant bag.
I need to get you a bigger bag because that's starting to get too big.
No.
You're not going to fit an entire blanket in that bag.
Watch me.
And when he bursts it.
It's got to be hard to show. This is my habitation throw by Helen Stewart. It's getting to the point where we can't show it. I was there last week. I've done quite a fair bit.
Yeah, you have done a fair bit to it.
And if I hadn't moved it, then I think I might have been here. But I think I was there.
No, you were there because you could get the entire thing in. No, you can't.
So I have done a lot of work on it.
To make sure you move it, what you do is
Do it when you're on the podcast.
do it when you're on the podcast. That way you know. Wait a minute, it's not on. You keep talking, I'll start playing about with your blanket.
So that is in the So Crafty Rainbow Yarn, which is an Aran. That is the pageant. Very soon I'll be moving on to my half ball of Savannah, which is this. I quite like this one.
It is quite bright and broth.
And then I'll decrease with the other half of the ball and then move on to the other full ball of that. I'm thinking that's got to be massive. It is a paid for pattern on Ravelry. Both balls are 80% acrylic, 20% wool. You get roughly 350 metres in 200 grams, and they're on 6mm high sharps and on a 32-inch cable? Or is it 42?
42.
42.
I don't think I've got bigger cables than that and the large needle size. I don't even think I've got large cable connectors.
Oh, so you couldn't even like connect them?
With a normal one, what you could do is like use a cable connector
and connect.
and then put another cord on. I don't think I've got The only other thing you could possibly try, and I don't even think that'll work because I've not got big needles on that either. Could maybe try seeing if you could buy a 100cm cable.
That's getting pretty big. So that is that. I am liking it. It is actually really easy to work with and not actually think about.
I'm looking for a tape measure.
So yeah, it is really. I tend to work on this when I'm not having to think about stuff. So like when I'm watching telly. It is really easy to work on when I'm doing that.
I wouldn't buy a 100cm cable because you've already got one.
No, you
100cm cable, so
42 inch.
42 inch. Which you're already using.
So maybe try like 100 inches. I don't know.
You could try looking
For like a 50 range to a 60.
if you look on Higher Direct. They might have a bigger, large size cable.
So yes, that's that. I'm liking it. I am loving it.
Are you happy with it?
Yes. Though I'm getting kind of worried that it's got to be a blanket that I'm going to be working on and be able to wrap it around me while I'm working.
But that's the thing though, so having holes in it, you're meant to be able to like... There's nothing better, see, to be honest with you, there's absolutely nothing better, because with the garter squish I was the same. I literally had it on me and I was just turning the top part of it. Was brilliant. Just watch out for your cat because she likes a good blanket.
Yes. She already had one on the natter. I had her up and then she came and she sat on it and it was like, well, yes, I'm done with that row.
My first project is the baby woven blanket. As I said, I've finished one half. The lovely Mr. Bark will help me. Well, actually, I'll need the 2 years if the last one's I didn't go with, to help me finish warping it. I've got it on the back beam. I've just no put it onto the front beam. So I'll do that later on. Then tomorrow I'm just going to weave like a demon.
Just gonna weave.
And in all honesty, it didn't take me that long. I'm trying to think, when did I start working on that?
I don't know. I think it was when I was away for work. I don't know. No, it must have been because...
I definitely worked on it on Friday because I was literally just finishing it. Actually, I was finishing it when Scottish Gas came to fix the cooker.
We have a cooker again.
Talk about that later on. I may or may not have not put enough warp. I never put enough warp on the blanket, and I think he was having a right good chuckle. Because I really did love it. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Let's just say the last couple of beats were awfully tight. Moving shades was horrendous. Again, I am using... I'm not going to run through it again. You've seen it and nearly going out. I'm just going to finish it and then that'll be that done. Should hopefully, fingers crossed, be finished by next week.
Oh, I thought you were going to start my cardigan up, so I was like, woo!
No.
Might start that, might no.
We'll talk about that later on as well.
My next whip in my back reeling, the kiwi bag. I don't know if I've worked on it. I think I might have put a row in. I think I'm actually in the middle of a row.
I specifically said to him, make sure all your projects are at the end of the row.
No, it is. But for this, I always put in an extra stitch when I'm finishing it, so I know where I am. Again, I've not put a marker in to see where I might have done a roll on the knit and natter. Might not, can't remember.
No, you were working on your hat on the knit and natter.
But I know I've not really worked on it recently.
You need to stick a progress keeper in.
But it's my second star stitch cushion, which is not on Ravelry, it's on the ball band that comes with the wool. This is the same as my mum's baby woven blanket, which is the So Crafty
Baby yarn
chunky dove, which is 100% polyester. You roughly get 95 metres and in 100 grams.
You're still on your first ball of that, eh?
Yes. I'm not working on this as much as I've worked on my first one.
Andy's hat, because he's wanting pins.
Yes. It is on an 8mm higher steel on a, this is the 30. Oh, this is the 32 inch.
Aye, that's a 32 inch.
Cable. I am liking it. I just need, I'm going to first finish the Rafa's hat. Then I'll be working on this and my habitation throw.
You still need to get 2 cushions.
I know. So, yeah, that is that.
My next project, and my very hairy Raylene sent it to me for my birthday, so there you go. In my bag from Raylene, which is very furry. Arya's molten quite badly. This is the, are you ready? The natter. Or is it natter?
Yes, either.
Natter. And this is by Albina McLaughlin, who is LB Hand Knits on Instagram. I was one of the 2 places last week. Can't remember which one, but it was somewhere. And this is how much I've done. Was it last week I brought this out? I am making absolutely no modifications. This has been done in the West Yorkshire Spinners Air Valley Essentials DK. 75% wool, 25% nylon. You get 230 metres and 100 grams. It is shade 365, which is Blueberry Bonbon. I really need to stop rubbing that on my face.
She keeps making this mistake because she's allergic to the wool. Your elbows on the wool.
What? I know.
And your arm's allergic to it too.
No, as much as my face. I'm trying very desperately not to clot my face because it is so unbelievably itchy. Aye, that's the colour because I forgot to show it. And again, I'm covered in Arya hair. Else, I'm using a 4.5 Knit Pro Zing. It's getting quite big. I'm just going to leave it on this cable.
It touched your face again.
I know, I sniffed it. I can't help it. I love working on this. Thing is, this week I haven't really worked on anything at all. I've had a weird week where I wanted to work on something, but I didn't know what I wanted to work on. So I've literally just picked up and dropped everything. So this hasn't had that much work done on it, but I'm making progress.
To be fair, considering I think you were at the bottom and now you're
No,
at the top.
I think I was there because that's the one to show where I was at the front. That shows it's the front, so I think I was there last week. So, as I said to Andrew, I'm going to move this up to here. And now I know that's where I was this week. I love the pattern. It is really, really simple. I just sit, knit away on it. I do need to have my iPad on because I do have a tendency to nit, and then I have to unnit.
I've done that before.
Yes, so I'm just going to keep working away on that, and I'm not going to say hopefully by next week it's going to be finished, because let's face it, it probably won't be. But have added in the second bowl, so I'm feeling slightly accomplished.
I don't know why I'm doing that like a seal.
So that is that one.
My next whip, the Rafa's hat, almost done. Just need to do the decrease for the crown.
Now, does Andrew deserve the spring lamb pin?
Now, if you were deciding it, probably not.
No. What I'll do is leave a comment on YouTube if you think Andrew deserves the spring lamb pin for the effort that he's made. Well, that's actually quite nice.
That actually look quite nice.
Just make sure you don't pull it right off.
I don't think I like that hat now.
Oh, here we go. Were you saying you didn't actually like the hat? Because you've never actually admitted you didn't like the hat.
It was, I think the bit that threw me off was maybe that, but I'm starting to see why kind of you'd need it. Because it kind of like, I don't think the whole just going straight up would have worked. But I quite like, because I wasn't too sure on the thing, because taking it off and seeing it like that, I was like, I'm not sure. But seeing it on, and it actually does make each bit kind of stand out better than it does when it's just flat. So,
are you liking it?
I am liking it. Though, not going to like the next bit that I have to do, which is a crown.
It should be alright.
It's not, because each bit changes, and that means I've got to look at a pattern.
And you don't like looking at patterns, Andrew, do
No,
you?
I don't like reading. Well, I do like reading, just not reading patterns while I'm trying to knit.
I'm telling you, use Knit Companion and it'll help. Especially you being dyslexic and things moving.
So I'm going to move up my progress keeper.
Move up your progress keeper. Did you show you where you were last week?
I was there last week, and I'm now. I started the third
Section.
repeat section, finished the third section, onto the crown.
Do you watch The Crown?
I don't watch the crown, no. Wait, is that the one with Matt Smith in it?
Yes.
I started watching it.
Well, you can tell how long ago it was Andrew watched that. Matt Smith is no longer in The Crown.
Oh, did they change it to older folk?
Aye. It's what's her face? Coleman. I can't remember what her first name is. She's in it and she's unbelievable. She's really good.
I think I started watching it, but then I didn't. I was just saying, like, I tried to watch Downton Abbey. Wait, no, is it Downton Abbey? Aye. I don't know. I think it is. It was mostly
Downton Abbey?
No. Wait.
The one with Maggie Smith in it?
I think I did, because obviously I quite like Maggie Smith. But I just... Then they started killing off the characters that I quite liked, and like, he's pretty funny, and it's like, I can't be bothered.
I did not know you watched Downton Abbey.
No, I tried to, because it was constantly showing up on my Amazon, and then I was like, I do quite like Maggie Smith. So I'm currently watching SWAT.
SWAT's good.
Yes. I'm making no modifications. We went on tangents. It is using Nissin Essentials charcoal. It is a 3-pound on Ravelry. I'm about to pull out stitches. They are on a 3.75 higher sharp, and they are on a 16-inch cable. In my
Naomi's favourite bag that I got from Heather. This bag. I love this bag. Is the Slip It Socks by Christine Long Dirt. That's them here. This is where I was last time. I am now. I've done the heel. I'll stick a wee information card. This is the shallow stitch heel information card to the tutorial for doing the shallow stitch heel.
Is that self-promotion, Mother?
Yes. Yes, it is. I never came up with it, I just done the tutorial for, because that heel works for all 3 years. So see the amount of times I had to actually look at my video to remember how to do this, how to do that heel. It's so sad. Occasions I am doing it toe up instead of cuff down. I am using, this is the Attic Spendy in the Rainbow colourway. It's a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. You get 425 metres and 100 grams. I've split it off into 2 50-gram cakes. And I'm just working away. They are looking seriously pretty. So that is them. I'll show you the details.
Oh, that's actually pretty nice.
So I'm just going to keep working on them. My next project is the Rivage, still can't pronounce it, top. That's it here. This is the right sleeve, this is the front, that's the left sleeve, this is the back. I'd done a massive chunk, had a problem on Tuesday's Knit Natter. I'd been working on it and I couldn't get, which sleeve was it? I couldn't get this sleeve to work. Now this is the right sleeve. Couldn't get it to work. For love nor money. It just wasn't working at all. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to put it down. After the Knit Natter, I'll have a wee look at it and see what's wrong with it. So after the Knit Natter, picked it up, counted the stitches. I had 12 more stitches on this sleeve than what I did on my left one. So what I did then was, so I counted the increases, which is the wee yarn over increases here, had the exact same amount on both sleeves. Thought, that's a bit weird. So thought, right, what I'll do is I'll take it back to here, mucked that up as well, had to end up ripping the entire thing out and starting again. I did all this on Tuesday. I'm still liking it. It's still easy to work on, but ever the procrastinator, have I picked it up since Tuesday? Procrastinating Spendy McSpendy Pants. That's my new name.
It's become less a name and more a title.
Yes. This is Drop Saffron. It's 100% Egyptian cotton. Ooh. It is 159 metres in a 50-gram ball. I'm back to using one. I had got up to 2. I'd used the 100 grams at one point. Now I'm back to the same 50-gram ball that I started with. I am using a 2.5mm higher sharp for the band, the cuff at the sleeves and at the bottom, and a 3mm for the body. I'm just going to keep working on it, and it will eventually be done either by this summer or next summer. I'm just going to keep working on it. UFOs are still the same as last week. We've got stick a picture and got the counting sheet blanket.
Oh no, it'll be that way.
The Counting Sheet Blanket by Lisa Hannon Fox. I have not worked on that in about a fortnight. I'm going to get my finger out and start working on it a little bit. We're finished. That's not had any work done on it. The Trinity Scarf by Padma R. Again, no worked on that at all. No love whatsoever. That is a free pattern on Ravelry. Links will be in the show notes. The last one is the Tunisia Mitre Blanket, which is the Bandwagon Blanket by Beth Graham. That is never ending. Have I worked on it in the last week? Just used various scraps, and I'm using a 4.5 Knit Pro Symphony Tunisian hook. So that's it. That's all my UFOs. Well, it's really no, because I know they're for definite. There's other patterns that I'm no, that are in the cupboard that I'm no acknowledging exists.
Oh, walked out my head again.
Is the Castaway Blanket. I'll get that worked up when I finish the baby blanket. The plan is to use for the warp So Crafty DK in the black and the grey. They are both 100% acrylic. You get 300 metres and 100 grams. For the weft, I'll use the Grossmore, whatever it's called, Aran, and the Stylecraft Special Aran with wool as the weft. It's awesome. And I'm going to use a 7.5 dents per inch heddle. Next project is Andrew's cardigan. Now, I owe Andrew an apology because after whinging last week that Andrew didn't give me a t-shirt, he gave me a t-shirt. Did I do anything with it? Done nothing. So I'll take the measurements from his t-shirt. I will get that written up later on. Make some notes about how many rows and stuff of today and how many to cast on and all the rest of it. So hopefully by next week that should be started. Is using Red Heart Detroit number 5668, which is a mid grey. So that is everything that I'm working on.
So many projects, man.
So many projects. The cooker has been fixed.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
Actual food.
Actual food.
It doesn't take like 4 hours to make.
He came out on Tuesday. Had a look at the cooker because he didn't have the job. He did say I've ordered the part and may or may not be back on Friday. If I show up, then I'll fix your cooker. If I don't, I'll see you whenever. So Friday comes. Completely. Actually, I actually thought it was Thursday, which didn't help. Arya started barking. No, Arya's tail started going because she noticed the van. Then she started barking. I was like, barking at you random. I'm weaving away, having a jolly time. Door goes, opened the door, and I was like, ew. Luckily my kitchen didn't look like a bomb had went off in it. Kitchen was reasonably tidy. However, the unit hadn't been moved, the camping oven hadn't been moved, and the air fryer hadn't been moved. So the guy had nowhere to work because all the printer was tearing up with other stuff. So to quickly move everything out the road. All it was needing was a new mains block.
Oh, it seems to be working. So.
Ryan has to put a new cable, a longer cable on the back of the cooker, because if anything else goes wrong with the cooker, they're not going to be able to pull it out. So I have a functioning cooker. Nobody else likes my cooker. The guy who fixed my cooker doesn't like it because apparently your knobs turn the wrong way. No, my problem, didn't build it. I just bought it. It wasn't even me that bought it. Ryan went for... No, did he not go for a couch?
Maybe.
He went for the couch and came home with a cooker and a fridge freezer.
Yeah.
Had a fabby time with Jane and Bobby. Honestly, my cheeks hurt. When we were leaving, my cheeks genuinely did hurt.
I enjoyed the peace and quiet.
You enjoyed the peace and quiet. Harry enjoyed... Harry didn't enjoy, because I got mould when I got home.
Arya was actually alright for most of it. She just sat on the couch and we watched the telly.
And she will sit, she'll mope. The internet is still broken.
Why don't we just upload it tomorrow when we're away and nothing else getting used but that getting uploaded?
No, I'll upload it tonight. The internet's slightly better the closer to 12 you get, especially on a Sunday. That's why we record on a Sunday, because the internet's normally better on a Sunday. Unfortunately, we weren't expecting the internet to break. Ryan did get a nice email from BT saying, your internet's garbage, here, have some money. Because we still haven't fixed it, and it's been over a month. Despite digging up 2 roads, we still haven't managed to fix the internet. So we hope you have a very crafty week, and we'll see you back here again next week. Bye!
Goodbye!